When you look defensively at this team, some issues at times, giving up big plays in the passing game and some other spots. What does that unit look like? Obviously, if you have an offense that's going to, stay on the field, be able to control the football, maybe even and put some points on the board, that makes it easier for a defense. What does that unit project like this year?
Well, I think when you look at the defense last year, they did not have enough SEC defensive linemen in their rotation, and obviously that's what they thought as well because they went out and really went after those guys and really stocked that up. Now we're going to have to see how they, play against SEC competition because some of them are coming from schools that were not as big, but they have certainly added to that mix. I felt good about the secondary most of the season, and I think they feel good about the guys they've got coming back. Some of them are young, but have shown a lot of talent. I feel like they feel pretty confident in their defense, and they feel pretty confident in the offensive line, which is an area that, for whatever reason last year, when you had some guys that got drafted in the NFL, some guys that had worked together well before, it didn't work out either. I take it back to the Dan Enos failure thing, and I'm not saying he's a bad guy or anything, but it just didn't work. It failed miserably again, and I do think that those are the spots that they feel like they had to go get after, and they feel good about it. Like I said, I think they feel good about the linebackers, even though they lost some, and the secondary, and it was a key thing to go get some defensive linemen. Again, they all look good in their pads and all look good out there. We'll see how they do when they match up against other SEC teams in Oklahoma State, as I mentioned before. The one thing I will say is that there have been times in these last few years when they haven't looked like an SEC football team getting off the bus. They will this year. Now we'll see how they go out there and play.